What's up, YouTube? We are live. Um,
What's up, everybody? Hey.
we're gonna.
So,
You
go
can.
ahead,
You know
Alicia.
what we're gonna talk about because of the title. I'm sure you can see the title here of this video. Um, I think I'm gonna go share here real quick before we get started. If you guys are coming in on YouTube, share the video, like and share, subscribe.
If you are like us and you heard this news and felt any level of trauma or just any level of confusion or devastation, frustration, then we would love for you all to join us um, in this conversation about how we're feeling and how we're trying to process um, everything right now. So if you all would like to share the video, share. Please subscribe. We cannot implore you guys enough that if you support the work that we do, if you support us coming live and taking the time to come and connect with you, which we love to do, we really encourage you all to go and just subscribe to the channel right now. Doesn't hurt anything to subscribe. It just says that I support the channel. So please subscribe and share and like the video. That's something that YouTube is saying that they want supporters to do is to like the video. So if you're here with us, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Alexa, turn bulb to blue. I think if I go and share because it's on my phone, I probably would lose video. But I'm gonna go and share it anyway.
I can share and tag you if you want.
Okay, yeah, yeah. And if there's anyone who would like to join in on the conversation, would like to come on camera and join in on the conversation, feel free to let us know, and we'll bring you into the conversation. We'll share the link. We'll drop the link so you guys can come live with us. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Is happy that it's Friday. Alicia, did I just lose video?
uh, you froze. Yeah.
Okay. It's just because I navigated away from the screen. I wanted to
Oh,
accept your
okay.
friend so it could show on my page.
Okay. Oh man, man. It's been a eventful day.
It's a lot to process.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to process one thing before something else happens.
This stuff really gets you in your feelings and just riles up everything. Like, for me, takes me to a dark place. Still there, Daylana?
Yeah, I was just talking my face away. Ain't nobody heard nothing. No, I was just asking you. I heard everything you said. I was just asking, when do you remember the last time you felt like you were in this place? Like, what brought you to this same place, this dark place?
um, I would say the closest time would be when the little boy was just murdered here.
Mm,
That made me feel hopeless too because I feel like so many people could have prevented his death, and and for that one, it was a little bit. For that one, you know, I'm still working through my biracial trauma, and so when I saw that, it made me more angry about biracial couples or white moms, white women having mixed kids because as the black community doesn't like you don't often see black women killing their children. That's a white woman thing, or you know what I'm saying, a white male thing, whatever. And so it made me angry that this white woman let another white woman beat her child to death and didn't do anything about it. That was a feeling of hopelessness because I wanted to do something, but there's nothing I can do. I can talk about it, you know, but and shed light on it, but it's not going to bring him back. It's not going to bring that little baby back. So that was I felt hopeless when I found that out and read like the details of everything. It was like, dang. Sometimes stuff like that makes me feel like I just wish there was something I can do to bring him back, but there's not. And that's sad. It's a sad realization. I mean, it's something we know, but obviously, but it still feels like, dang, I wish there was something I could do to bring him back. So,
yeah. Yeah, thanks for sharing that too, because I kind of felt like that you were feeling like different levels of pain from that incident. I could tell. We've been around each other and heard of a lot of breaking stories. And I kind of felt like that one hit a little bit different.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but you know, also it's different because it's right at home too. And we are so quick to dismiss things because we're like, oh, this doesn't happen in our city. But it does. It really does, and we just don't take it serious. So in Minneapolis, thinking about um, George Floyd, Dante Wright, and now this, rest in peace to these black men, um, Amir Locke, rest in peace to Amir Locke, and these are all in the same area. Um, so it's tough. It's tough to process.
Yeah. Like when you first heard about it, like what was your because I felt so many different things. But what was like that first because I feel like they're so traumatizing. It's so traumatizing to us to relive these things over and over again.
Hmm.
So, what was your first feeling?
Um, so when I first read it, I thought, hmm, like F the police,
Mm,
like dang, F these police. Just every last one of them. Just, but let me tell you, so I actually at the same time watched a video on Tamika Mallory's page where she spoke about two police officers that to me looked black or biracial. They were really, really fair skinned men, but would have like Western African like features,
mm,
like thicker nose, thicker lips, and they didn't look white to me, but she had these photos up there, and she was like, "Dang, why y'all out here killing police?" You know, like it makes our job as activists, as organizers, so much harder when y'all out here killing two young police officers, right? Now, this stirred up a lot of different feelings in me because I'm just like, why my girl Tamika talking about this? Because this the police and they don't die that often. They're not killed that often. Um, just thinking about the pattern of trauma and being desensitized from death, just seeing death. So I thought about that. I was like, dang, I hate that that happened. And I was like, dang, every time a police officer died, why is it always a black police officer? Now, this was my pattern of thought. Like, dang, why were they black cops? Why the black cops gotta
right.
die? More black people, right? That's what I thought. And I was like, okay, so two black officers were just killed. And of course, realistically, it's like two people were killed in general. So much death. That's what I
Mhm.
should be able to think. Dang, two people were just killed. But I don't really have the luxury of thinking, dang, two human beings were just taken from us because gosh darn it, uh black people are killed so much that I am forced to think like, dang, it's more black men. So I saw that, and then right after I saw that, I was scrolling and I saw Amir. I literally saw the video because somebody posted it without a trigger warning. So I was forced to see
Mm,
it, and I saw Amir Locke being gunned down, and I thought, F the police. And I was like, does that mean that black police officers that were just killed? And then
mm.
F the police again in my head. So it's just a lot of confusion, honestly.
Man,
And then I'm tired. I'm tired of going through evidence and breaking down videos and looking at the small details. Oh, he didn't have oh, he didn't. I'm tired. I'm tired of court cases and
yeah.
having to families crying and having to wait a year to get any kind of accountability. And mm, it's just so much fighting, protesting. It's so much energy. We sitting up here trying to get people to campaign, to get people to get involved in their local politics so they could be at the table where decisions are being made. But then people are dying. Ugh, it's so much that I want to say, but I'm a bring it back. Go ahead, Alicia. Bring it together. Get it
You
together.
know, one of the things that really bothers me is the fact that the gun toters have nothing to say about this. The people who fight for gun rights. Why aren't they saying anything? This man had a gun. He had a permit to have that gun. His house was, for all he knows, and for all he will ever know, for all he
Mm.
will ever know, is that someone was breaking into his house. We don't even know if he knew, and we'll never know if he knew, if that was police and not someone breaking into his house in the middle of the night or early morning, whatever. And he had a permit to carry, and you could clearly see in the video his finger was not on the trigger. It was on the side of the barrel. And why didn't they try to jump on him
They
or
didn't have to wake him
ask a
up. They could have
question,
apprehended him asleep.
or they didn't have to do any of that. For one, this all could have been prevented if they would ban no knock warrants, because how many more people are going to die? How many people died that we don't even know about? You know what I'm saying? Because we're seeing these videos now, but how long has this been going on that we didn't see the videos? Or where's the ones that we don't see the videos? This is just like what happened to Breonna Taylor all over again. No knock warrant, wrong person. Like, so it makes me really angry that you can see that these, even the people who fight for gun rights, are still, well, you know, you shouldn't have picked up your gun, or you know what I'm saying? They always come up with some kind of excuse to, you know, say that this was okay for the police to do. They always come up with an excuse if it's a black man. If it was a white guy, I'm sure the conversation would be different. They would have something else to say. But it's so tiring. I'm so tired. I'm so fed up. I'm so traumatized. I feel anxious. I feel scared. I feel sad. I feel hopeless because it feels like we'll never get change. Even though we're fighting. And it feels like no matter what we try to do, people won't wake up. People won't wake up to the point of actually moving in action, you know? And it's like, does it have to happen to you for you to, or someone in your family? Is that what's going to make you move? And we can't wait for that. I don't want to wait for that. I don't want to wait for lives to be taken to get change. I want change now. And I know that it doesn't happen overnight. And I know that it's not going to instantly happen because I want it to happen. But that is frustrating and that makes me feel hopeless.
Yeah, I feel you. Um, I feel for the greater community of people who who live in ghettos and hoods, who are afraid, who feel targeted because they're lower income, which in essence almost everybody is, um, um, who are really afraid. We have a lot of Black people who just don't care anymore. When are we gonna get effing upset, mad,
Yeah.
tired, done?
Yeah.
I'm not talking to white people. We have white people who are ready to go whenever we're ready to go. But Black people, shame, 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 shame on
Wake up.
y'all. Pastors, ooh, you want to get up and preach about love and about turning the other cheek, and people around you are dying, and you ain't got nothing to say. Your pulpit is the internet. There are young people who need to hear from y'all. Your pulpit is not in that building. It is on the internet. It is wherever the young people are. It's wherever they are. Wherever you can reach them. That's where you speak. Because they ain't coming to your church. They ain't coming to your church. Your pulpit is online or wherever you can reach these kids. They're scared. Amir was 22. Did he have a pastor? We have so many professional people around planning events, clubs, sporting events, just all kind of stuff. Yeah, we need stuff to do. We need to have fun. But are we forgetting about a larger population of Black people who need us? Are we failing them? Like, Alicia, are we failing people?
No, I think the people are failing us. The people are failing us. I mean, it's a luxury to look at a video and go on about your day. Like, I mean, I don't know about other, people in our community or, Black people around the world, but for me, this is gonna affect me for months. Who knows? A year. And some people just don't care enough. Like they just want to live in their comfortability. They're like until it happens to them, And I think they're failing us. We're not, they're failing us because look at us, you know. Yeah.
So if you have a voice in whatever city you're in, if you have a voice, speak to the people. Go where the people are and speak to them. Not about this silly folly, this, get money, make money, get. I know a lot of young Black men who can reach other young Black men, but they will rather stunt on them. We stunting on them. We ain't got no jobs. We're entrepreneurs. We stunting on them. We got some clout in the city. We stunting. We got the best this and the best that. We stunting. But there's
We can't
some people who really need help.
we can't even they can't even we can't even own guns. Like that law is not for us.
Right.
That freedom is not for us. We don't that freedom the freedom to own a gun under even having a permit is not for us. It's just not made for Black people because it doesn't apply to us. In every instance we see, it does not apply to us. If you have a gun, you're dead. You're as good as dead. You could be you could have no record. Amir Locke didn't. Amir Locke didn't have a record. He had nothing on his record. Like, we can't even carry guns to protect ourselves. Like, and it just
Uh,
shows. It shows.
I feel like it's a setup.
It
I
is.
feel like, you know, the primaries are are in May. I believe May 3rd, there are going to be votes for very, very important, pivotal um, positions in the city, and across the country.
Mhm.
There are going to be votes everywhere, voting for things like judge and sheriffs and state representatives, and all kind of positions. And the what Republicans use, we know that the Republicans and the Blue Lives work together when it works for them, right? Because they do part when it, because on January 6th it was a little iffy, but by and large they work together, and they encourage their people through fear. They incite their people to vote by fear. So
Mhm.
if we go and kill another Black person and protests break out, and they know that these scars are really raw in Minneapolis. Literally, they just got
Man.
finished getting Kim Potter locked up. So the scars are so raw there that, hey, let's kill somebody in Minneapolis, and we're going to get this fuel lit again. By the time May come, they may tear something up in the city that's going to make these white people, Republican folk, Trump supporters get out and vote like crazy. We need to get them
Mhm.
back lit up, right? And we could
Yeah.
do that by picking at these wounds of Black people. Black people
Yeah.
respond out of trauma, and there we go. The fire is lit. White people are voting again. And so I really feel like this is a setup, and they're
Mhm.
utilizing our lives as pawns in
Man,
their game.
it's exactly what it is. I swear. That's exactly what it feels like. They're using us to get the vote because they know, like, come on, the way we feel, and we're 1,000 miles away. I can't even imagine what I would do if I was in that city right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I would be out in those streets, and I, if it pop off, it pop off. Like, because when you feel, and they don't understand the hopelessness that you feel when things like this happen over and over again. We have to see it over and over again. The videos, the trauma that's traumatizing, the sadness, the emptiness you feel when you see this over and over again. That hopelessness will take you to places you never thought you'd go.
They know what desperation looks like.
Yeah.
It's all a part of their game, right? Um, they know what the frustration looks like. It's what they need in order to get us to react the way that they want us to react. These body cams and these videos are not released because they want transparency. They're releasing them because they want us to see them, because it's
Mhm.
going to add to the anger. They don't have to release these videos. We know that they do exactly what they want to do. That's why a lot of Black people have stopped sharing them and stopped watching them, because it is a part of, just digging at those wounds. It looks just like what happened
Mhm.
to Breonna Taylor, almost
Mhm.
identical, and they still haven't arrested the cops that killed Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
They out in the streets.
Yep.
So
I'm just so frustrated, and I have to go to work tomorrow, and I work in a predominantly white My job, the employees are predominantly white. There's only a couple of us in there. And that feeling I have to take with me is like, it makes me angry. Like, I don't even want to go in there. I don't want you to talk to me, like, because I'm just mad right now. I'm mad. And I will lash out. Like, I feel like I'll just lash out because you're not feeling the way I'm feeling, and you're not ever gonna feel the way I'm feeling, obviously. And you know, it's like this stuff doesn't affect them, but it's affecting me so much that I don't even know if I can, because you go in here and we have to like be in a space with people who aren't affected by this or don't feel this hurt that we feel. And it's like it makes me bitter because I'm hurt. I'm feeling like discouraged. I'm feeling hopeless. And I have to go in here and put a smile on and you know, it's hard. It really is hard. I don't want to crawl and I just want to stay home. And it makes and then I also think about my kids who I am raising to be strong black men. I mean, I am doing everything I can, but it still won't be enough if I mean, it still won't it's not never gonna be enough. It's never gonna be enough. I can never teach them everything they need to know to stay alive. Like, what else, like, what more do I need to tell them? Like, what else do I need to tell them? Is there, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is
Yeah, like there's no protection against the police. There's no protection. How
that's
do you
rough.
protect yourself?
Yeah, what do you say? What do I say now? Every time something happens, I try to have that conversation because they're gonna see it, right? They go to school, whatever. My oldest son follows the news he follows the news. So you have to think of a way to explain it, right? And think of a way to say, okay, every instance, when something happens, I always try to come back with, okay, now, if you ever encounter that issue, this is what you could do to survive, but in instances like this, that's exactly what I would have done. I sleep with my weapon. Who doesn't? When who doesn't? If I'm home alone, I have my weapon out. If I'm here with my kids, I have my weapon out. Like, my kids know, gun safety and all that, but because you just never know who's gonna, barge in or whatever. In this case, he was sleeping, and if somebody barged in my house like that, I'm going for my weapon. Especially if I'm like dead sleep and I can't understand what they're saying or what, you know, like I'm going for my
You wake
weapon
up
and
and
that will
there
be
are
the end.
a bunch of people in your house, and not only that, but somebody kicked your couch aggressively.
Yeah. Like,
So you're waking up to someone bombarding your house. I
my
mean,
first
I would
instinct
say
would
that
be
the
grab my
most
gun.
defenseless you can be is sleep. The most defenseless you can be is sleep. Why would you wake the person up if you're trying to like, were you trying to arrest them? Were you trying to take them alive? If you were trying to take them alive, wouldn't you think that the safest way to do that would be catching them while they're asleep, jumping on them and arresting them? Why would you kick the couch to wake them up if you're afraid? They were going to kill someone. They didn't know who he was. So they was going to kill someone.
Hmm.
that cop should be immediately fired and locked up because he did not follow protocol. It is not protocol to agitate and alarm the person, to even give them time to go for a weapon. If they are asleep, let them stay that way. Capture them that way.
Right.
The bottom line is that police
But
culture
no, either
is
way, no,
crippled.
not even that, because we don't want them sneaking up in our houses either.
No,
Because
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you had the right mentality, if this was a violent criminal, thinking of their side of it. If
Mhm.
you want to capture this person alive, that's what police are supposed to be thinking. If this is a violent criminal and we want to capture them alive, that is how you do it.
And
But
I
we know that was
remember,
the exact opposite here. It was the
yeah,
opposite. They were not
and
going
didn't
in with good intention.
wasn't there a video that came out or something, or I remember seeing something where they said that before the like a police officer spoke up and said like before they went to a raid or something, was it Breonna Taylor's or something? But they were having the police officers were having conversations before and were like, I'm gonna kill somebody today. Today gonna be the day. You know what I'm saying? Before they went to a
Yeah.
raid and ended
Hmm.
up kill. I can't remember what case it
I
was,
remember that. I remember
but
that.
yeah, they had inside conversations, police officer to
Mhm.
police officer, like we gonna kill somebody today. Today gonna be the day we catch a body, like,
Yeah.
and that's how they be thinking. And
Honestly,
if you
when they
have that
say,
conversation, you should not be a police officer. No.
or maybe you should, because police, that's exactly what police officers are. When they
Right.
say defund the police, I say abolish police culture. It needs to be 1000% gutted out.
Yeah.
Everybody, everything is bad. All of it. All of it. You can't keep, if you have a diseased septic system, you can't go and pick the disease out. The entire thing is diseased. You have to be done with it. Go do away with it and do something new. Because I'm telling you, and I'm talking to black people here, because if black people ain't tired, then black people ain't tired. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing if black people ain't tired. And I'll tell you this, black people ain't tired enough. Cause y'all vacationing, y'all buying property, y'all passing bills, y'all doing little small things that you think will protect you. I'll say it again, y'all doing little small things that y'all think will protect you, so you're comfortable, like Alicia said. You're sitting in your comfort. But what you don't know is that your grandkids, your kids, even you, all of you are black. Your black skin is in danger because these police officers and these Republicans want to go to war. They want war. I'm telling you. They want black people
Mhm.
to get mad enough because they want to
Yeah.
go to war.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
We got to stop voting for these people. We got to hold our vote. Biden is a fraud.
Trash. Trash. A complete fraud. That whole they're all frauds. They're frauds. They're complete frauds. Like, what are you doing? Well, you've done so much for everyone else and ain't done a damn thing for us after pushing us to vote.
I
Literally
think we did
pushing
the right
us.
thing. We got the bigger races out. The one who
The,
was inciting violence
the
across the
openly
country.
racist. The
Right.
openly racist president. Biden's
Yeah.
racist behind closed doors. He
Yeah.
don't show it out in public.
And so I say this next, even with the primaries, I am holding my vote. I am not with the Dem party. I am not with the Republican Party. The work that I do is on a local level. The Dems here can get more, we can get more done here by being involved with whichever party has our best interest in
Mm,
mind, because it's on a local level. When you get involved locally, you can get more done. And so for me, I feel like I'm holding my vote until y'all prove something. Whoever is
Yeah.
running on the Dem ticket in Fort Wayne, what y'all got for the black community? And don't go to
Mhm.
none of these other black people. I don't want you to go to none of the city council people. I don't want you to go to none of the NAACP people. I want you to come to the people, the community, and tell us,
Mhm.
come to
Not
change
the
makers. I'm
leaders.
not playing no games. If you ain't coming to change makers, we are not advocating. Actually, we're advocating against you. If you don't come directly to us, it's not going to work for you to go to them over there, the black people that you trust, the
Mhm.
ones that's black in skin but not in culture, that's black in skin but not in struggle. If you
Ooh.
don't come to change makers and you purposely bypass us, we are advocating against you, and we will drag your name through the mud. I am not endorsing anybody until they come to the table with something for the black community, something real, something tangible, something that we can benefit from. What can people rent is sky high in Fort Wayne? And that's across the board. We're not just black people, everybody.
They ain't getting no votes. We holding the vote.
We
Uh,
holding that vote.
That gonna be our campaign. Y'all ready for another campaign? Hold the vote. Black people hold the vote. That's what it's
Hold
gonna
the
be.
vote, Fort Wayne.
Don't vote. So
Vote for what? For what? Look at on the look. What are the damn? We got a damn mayor right now. They over on the southeast side building homes that none of the black people that currently live over there can even get. They can't live there.
man, man,
These homes ain't for them. Where's
it's
the
crazy.
economic empowerment that goes with these homes you're building? Are you doing free credit repair for the current residents on the southeast side of town? Free credit repair and low interest loans. Give priority to people who currently live over there. That's what we're talking about when you say you're doing something for the Southeast. Don't come over here and build all these expensive condos and homes. That's gentrification,
Mm-hmm.
not
Ooh,
economic empowerment, sir.
exactly.
And anybody else
Exactly.
who working with them.
And don't come over here putting in what do you call it? Starbucks and all these big name freaking companies and restaurants and
Taking the
eateries, and
black dollar,
we don't want
making
none of
money off
that.
the
We
black
don't want
dollar.
none of that. Black people own businesses in this city. We own businesses. We own a lot of businesses, but the city don't want to help those black businesses. Don't come over here and build this whole community of shit that don't even belong to us. Ain't never gonna belong to us. Come on. Come on. We don't want none of that. You can put black businesses in all those spaces. All of them.
I always think local when I think about these things because what's happening here is happening everywhere. You know,
Hmm.
Fort Wayne is unique in many ways, just like other small counties, Allen County. But I will say that to any family that has to deal with police brutality or just gun violence against any one of your family, we know that guns are being imported into different cities in the country in large quantity. And then you got little JoJo and Ray Ray who go and pick up small loads of guns. But how are these large quantity, of guns getting here? I listened to another activist who I love to listen to, who's speaking about the on a larger scale. How are the how you know gun violence in our community is one thing, but then we have to defund and abolish the police culture. It's absolutely dangerous. Absolutely. We can't even deal with our own community stuff because y'all keep killing us. Another court case. Another one. And I'll say for anybody in Minneapolis, do what you got to do. We support y'all.
If you need help, let me know.
Right.
We
Do
down
what you
with
got.
get down.
Just don't do it in your own neighborhood.
Yep.
But do what you got to do.
You better go outside your don't look.
And demand
Mm,
that negotiations be made with the activists on the ground. You know, what happened, just like what happened here in Fort Wayne, you have your
mm,
protesters who put pressure on the administration to do something or say something. But then what they do is they go to the more appeasing black people and they make deals with them. Deals here, let's deal here, deal that. I'll give you this, I give you that, to kind of condemn the protesters to help die, kill things or
mm-hmm.
help it die down. So I'll tell you, in Minneapolis, y'all know we had already been there, done that. Y'all had already been there, done that. But just make sure that when negotiations are made directly with the activists on the ground and not with people in suits and people, entrepreneurs and those folks, don't do it. Just like the commission that they made here, there was not one protester on that
Not
commission.
one. Not one person from the community. Not one. That's
And that's
ridiculous.
disrespectful. Everybody who benefited from the protests
Hmm.
here already were doing very well, did
Yeah.
not need the money, and they're still benefiting, still getting more shows, more money, more opportunities, while the protesters are getting it how they live, trying to come up, trying to get it together, struggling, you know. And that's by design, because black people are selling other black people out. And I keep on going back to my own people because we can't control what those people do. But when it comes to our people, just keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open, because they use us against us to keep their agenda moving. Just like
Hmm.
here in Fort Wayne, they use us against us to shut things down. And now they going on about their racist business.
Hmm.
Came out with a statement a year later saying that the police didn't do nothing wrong.
Boom. And they lock it up. Done. Throw away the key. Done.
Yep.
It's over with.
Yep.
But stuff gonna change around here because it, I'm telling you, when we get busy with a campaign, we not voting for y'all. We not voting for y'all. Black
Mhm.
leaders in suits and ties, and you know what I'm saying. We not voting for y'all.
We've helped people get
You're done.
elected that spit on us
Done.
after. We've
Mm,
helped people get elected
mm,
that spat on us after, embarrassed by these activists.
mm-hmm.
The very people who treated you like a dirty dog.
They act like they're embarrassed, but they're really jealous
But
because
they're
they can't
jealous.
speak their minds.
Hmm. And they're getting
Like,
treated like nothing. Just like they treated us, is how those white folk over there in suits treat them.
and you
Hurt
can't
people,
say,
hurt
"Well,
people.
I'm here to get something done. I'm working. I'm trying try to whisper to us like I'm trying to do something here. Shh, be quiet. I'm gonna try to do something. No, no. If you trying to do
No,
something, c- holler at us. Holler at us because like we supposed to have, you know what I'm saying, like a conversation. Like let us know what's up. But no, they try to shh. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No,
not right
we're not going for
now.
that no more. We're not going for that
Yeah.
no more.
Mm-mm,
We say
mm-mm.
what we want to say and we do what we want to do. And if you don't like it, it is what it
And we're
is.
we're not helping you unless you've proven that you are going to do something for the community. I'm talking about in writing. What are you going to do for the community after we give months of our time campaigning for you? What do you have for us and for our people? Other than that, keep it stepping. Stay where you are. Let them keep treating you like the dirt and the gum on the bottom of their shoe.
And I'm gonna start showing up to their little rallies and events for themselves. And I'm gonna wear shirts that say, do not vote for such and such.
Yeah.
I'll be there to let all your
Well,
people
I'm
know.
gonna start going to some of these people's thing and with a shirt that say, "You sold your people into slavery. You
Ooh.
sold your people out.
Mm, 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 mm. It's so tiring. These
You
people make
sold
me
your people into
just
servitude." There are black people in this city who have sold their people into servitude. Do better. Do better. Speak up. When during the city council meetings, I always hear Didier and all these people, they shout out their people. Oh, this person died, or this person won this award. Oh, their cat won an award. Congratulations. Speak on it. County council. I don't care what pulpit you got. Whatever you could be an artist, a singer, whatever, a comedian. I don't care what DJ, whatever you are, whatever platform or audience you have, speak on it. Either you are pro this or you are anti this, and that's true. Many of you guys are complicit parties in the downfall of your people. If you hold an audience in this city and you are silent, woe be unto you and your family. And that's facts.
This man is crazy in the comments. Look, we're what do you call it? We're not Democrats. We're not Republicans. Look, we don't just openly vote Democrat. Okay, let me tell you that right now. That's not what we do.
What do you say?
We don't like Joe Biden.
Put his comment up, Alicia. What do you say?
You've been voting Democrat for 100+ years. You'll never learn. Well, he must be talking about the general black people. Well, we're not generally the typical Democratic voter. Okay.
Democrat or Republican don't care about us. So what that, right. Don't either one of them care.
Neither one. Neither one. So
just one party got a hood on and the other ones don't.
They ain't gonna get our vote.
We are part of the Black Party. What you got for us? We're the pro-Black party.
You gonna help us? You got something for us? You got what's your plan? What's the plan? You know something we don't?
I can't see the comment. Let's see. Oh, I see now.
People crazy. No, you ain't got nothing to say now, or Black Lives Matter don't take our
but
donations.
They had a key. They got a key from the front office. They got a key.
They don't get none of our money. So, what's next? Come on, keep them coming. Keep them coming. What's the next?
We're not safe in our homes.
That's something else.
No, sir. We are not. Whoever that James, we are not anti-white. We are pro-Black. They are not the same. They're not synonymous. When you are pro one thing, you do not have to be anti anything else. We are pro anti-racist. We are anti white supremacist. We are anti-police culture. But we are pro-Black is what we are. So don't get the two misconstrued, please. No, he wasn't hiding. He was asleep. Because my thing is that if you think somebody gonna come in and shoot you, you might as well go ahead and take one of them out with you if you know they're gonna kill you anyway. Shit. We know how the police get down. They don't just shoot you 1 or 2 times when you Black. They empty the clip. So if you already know they're gonna kill you, you might as well take a couple out with you. Man, but he didn't do that.
I'm trying to tell you, that's one thing I'm learning. Okay, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna take a couple of y'all with me.
Fuck you did. My family
because they gonna kill me anyway. So, hey, y'all gonna lose 2 blues.
And that's us being real. That's us being real candid. But we just saying, like, don't y'all be adding stuff to the story then it ain't a part of the story. The bottom line is that they shouldn't have been in there. Shit. Black Lives Matter taking all of who donations?
They don't take none of our donations.
You know, we'd rather them have the money than some of these white supremacists. If the money wasn't with BLM, where would it be? So we ain't worrying about that money right now. We worried about the lives being taken from us. We ain't worrying about that money. Y'all want to keep getting hung. Let's talk about money. There are other organizations that got way more money than BLM. and they're controlled by white people. What's the organization, Alicia, that was suing the city here, and then they settled? Um, the ones who was trying to get you on the case to
Oh,
take as
the
a part of it.
what's it called? Dang, I can't even think of the name.
What's the name of that organization, y'all, that was suing the city here in Fort Wayne? It's not Justice League.
Justice League.
What is it called? But they, it's a white-owned organization that's national. They're across the country, and they got millions of dollars more than Black Lives Matter, but nobody's talking about that. So y'all can stop bringing up the BLM argument because it doesn't hold up. It's not legit. Let's talk about these white organizations that got millions of dollars more off the back of the protests. Y'all worrying about the wrong thing.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing to say. He just typing stuff. Just to be typing.
I guess we answered all his questions.
Dang, you got me thinking about the trying to find the name.
Does anybody want to come on live that's not a troll? How y'all feeling?
ACLU.
ACLU, yes. ACLU received millions of dollars more than Black Lives Matter. And ain't nobody mentioned one thing from ACLU. How much money did ACLU get from settling in Fort Wayne? They settled because everything went silent. Literally, ACLU was suing the city one day, and the next day, we heard nothing else about it.
And it was crazy because the information they was trying to get from me was like, what? Are you just asking me this information? Or if you asking everybody else, then everybody else that was on that case with the ACLU is a snitch.
ACLU Indiana did not help do anything to help Black people. And they got all that money.
And they wanted me to hand over emails, phone call records, video, name everybody that I saw at the protest.
And it wasn't to help your
all
case.
types of stuff, and it was not to help my case. So, vote red. Oh God! Stop it!
Right.
Stop. Y'all killing me.
They talking about vote red bone. That's probably, Kamala Harris. She a red bone. Alicia, you a red bone. So vote red bone. Okay. We got that.
Right.
We'll vote red bone. All right, y'all, we got like 1 minute left. Does anybody have anything else to say? Thank y'all. We hope y'all subscribe to the channel, trolls and all. You can thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it is, but react to the video. But we need you guys to subscribe to our channel so that you can hear more of what we have to say and what we're doing in Fort Wayne and nationally. Thank you all for being here with us, but please subscribe to the channel. We need your support.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Keep healing. Good night.